Global food production has trebled since 1970 and it needs to increase a further 60% by 2050 to feed a population that has grown from 3 billion to projected 10 billion over that period. Food production systems and agricultural practices need to radically change going forward. We need to reduce our reliance on chemical fertilisers, pesticides, antibiotics and increase biodiversity and sustainability. Ireland was one of the first countries internationally to take a leading position in this area through Borbia's Origin Green, which is a national sustainability programme across all food and agriculture sectors. We would like to work with all leading food companies in the sector who export globally onto international stages. We want to support them play a leading role internationally in this area, and by doing so we want to put Ireland at the forefront of what will be an evergreen revolution in agriculture.
Ireland already produces 35% of all of its electricity from renewable resources. The Irish government hopes to double that to 70% by 2030, while it also increases the demand for electricity through the electrification of transport and home heating. Achieving the 70% ambition is possible, but challenging. We need to see a lot more renewable resources coming through the development pipeline and across a variety of different supply sources. So to date, development has been dominated by onshore wind, but we need to see offshore wind developing and also solar PV. And all of it balanced by a deeper storage capability in Ireland to keep the grid balanced, secure and fossil-free. ISIF helped establish the Temporis Aurora Fund in late 2018 with a €50 million commitment. The investment strategy of the fund is to finance the development into construction of over 1,000 megawatts of new renewable energy assets.
Project Ireland 2040 is underpinned by some really important sustainability-based themes. Balanced regional growth is the first of those, whereby the regions of Ireland are intended to grow at a rate equivalent to the growth in Dublin. Within that, the growth is targeted to be concentrated growth, whereby the cities and key towns will be the drivers of growth within the regions. As a result, Ireland and the regions will provide balance to the growth in Dublin, where there's risk of overpopulation and overburden of infrastructure. Within the regions, the target also is for compact growth, under which the cities and towns will grow primarily from their existing brownfield footprint. ISIF's regional strategy is grounded in two key themes: growing businesses in the regions and enabling the regions. We are targeting projects that will allow people to live and work in the right places within the regions. That strategy is absolutely consistent with Project Ireland 2040 and the regional goals of Ireland 2040, and we feel that supporting projects on the existing footprints of those regional towns and cities can really sustain and drive sustainable development, whilst at the same time achieving balanced economic growth.
Urban repurposing of former industrial sites are really attractive investments for ISIF. The Abbey Quarter development was a really interesting opportunity for ISIF to repurpose a 12-acre brownfield site in Kilkenny city centre. It's a mixed-use scheme that will be developed in 6 phases over a long-term investment horizon. We expect that Abbey Quarter will soon be accredited with the very first LEED neighbourhood accreditation in Ireland. ISIF has also agreed a memorandum of understanding with the Port of Cork to repurpose its Tivoli land bank, which is an existing port site and has the potential for 4,500 residential units and 1.6 million square feet of commercial development with sustainable transport links. ISIF is looking to partner with state, semi-state and other private bodies on strategic brownfield sites around the country for similar urban repurposing developments.
Residential housing is a priority theme for ISIF. To date, we've invested or committed 930 million across a range of platforms. Our capital is working towards development of 12,000 new homes, and we're active on over 70 sites nationwide. ISIF's core philosophy in housing is to accelerate the delivery of new housing units on a sustainable basis. We invest to increase the housing stock in general across a mix of dwelling types and tenures, and we believe that's important not only to drive new supply, but to actually optimise the existing housing stock as well. We're, on the housing side, seeking to make commercial investments, but also that will drive new unit supply and also crowd in third-party capital. To date, ISIF's 930 million of commitments have actually stimulated 3.5 billion of new housing investments in Ireland. ISOF believes that our flexibility and our capital is such that we believe we can be a robust and flexible long-term partner to the Irish home building industry.